What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction. In this one, we're taking a look at the newest boy group from TS Entertainment, I believe. I'm going to call them Tracing because calling them TRCNG is way too much, in my opinion. And their newest song is Ulfbaby. I guess it's their debut song. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I think it was called Spectrum, if I remember correctly. It made it to my favorite songs of 2017 video that I uploaded a couple days ago, but that song kind of reminded me of some of the, like, you know, the classic boy group sound from a couple years ago, which, you know, I thought was pretty cool. You know, it's not like the most unique or interesting thing in the world just by, you know, its nature, but in the context of 2017, it was definitely something that was very, very interesting. So we're gonna check out Ulfbaby. I'm gonna do what I do in all of my videos here. I'm gonna give you guys my honest first impression, thoughts, and opinions on the song, whether I like it or not. So if that's something you guys are interested in hearing more of as I talk about all of the K-pop releases over 2018, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below. So with all of that being said, let's get this song started. Oh, it feels good. We got the first. This is the first reaction video that I've recorded in 2018. It hasn't been that long, like a couple weeks, but it feels like it's been ages since I recorded a video. So I'm happy to be back. So I just thinking right there, that little the synth part in that song was definitely reminded me of. It sounded like something like out of Ghostbusters. It's not like the original Ghostbusters, not the newest one. You know, it sounds a little bit like you know, 80s like horror synth that they could put in like a, I guess, horror movie. It's good stuff. Yeah, I dig it. This song's got a little bit of a retro feel to it, with the sound. You could also kind of tell that in the in some of the elements of the music video, like these scenes here, when they're dressed in their whatever those coats are and all that stuff. It's kind of wardrobe looks a little oldish. Oh. I like this part, this chorus. Like I said, it's definitely reminded me of like old horror movies that aren't necessarily supposed to be horror movies. I like this. You know, I kind of thought this song definitely, by the name of it, had the potential to be just something absolutely dumb as hell. You know, because it happens sometimes in K-pop. They go for a concept that's gonna be interesting, and it's just super cheesy. This isn't really that cheesy though. You know, it's actually like, one, it's a pretty good song, and then two, visually in the music video aspect of it's actually, you know, not horrible, so that's always good. I dig that. That was a good song. That's a really great, strong way to follow up their debut song. absolutely. Except for that little last bit was a little cheesy. We said there wasn't any cheese, and then they gave us the cheese. But yeah, that was actually surprising. I don't know. I don't know if surprisingly is actually like the right word that I want to use for that. But I was coming into this expecting something to be a little bit K-pop goofy, because when they come out with songs that are titled something like Wolf Baby, it's always a little it's a little iffy on whether or not you're going to get something that is like easy to laugh at, because it's just funny, or there's something about this, about the concept and the sound that doesn't necessarily translate over to the way that I would interpret it from my perspective as like an American or something like that, or as a native English speaker, I guess. But this song actually, the silliness of the name, that the silliness that the name kind of, to me at least implied, wasn't really present in this song. One thing I do enjoy, or two things I do enjoy. So first off, they've kind of continued on with that, classic boy group sound that they kind of brought with their debut song, which is something that I really like. It's definitely something, as I said in my reaction video to Spectrum, as I said when I talked about that song in my favorite videos of 2017 song, or video, when I'm talking about it right now. It's something that, like, while if you go back a couple of years, the sound and all of this isn't necessarily something that is is not revolutionary. It's something that a lot of the boy groups were doing back in that time. It's something that, you like, if you listen to EXO or any of those other groups, then you'll definitely kind of get a little bit of a feel for it. Even going down to groups that aren't particularly the most popular, you'll kind of get a little bit of that vibe from it. But at the same time, we're talking about music now in 2018, and 2018 potentially too has been dominated by, various forms of EDM music, especially, the whole house genre, most notably or most infamously being the tropical house. So with Tracing going for something that's a little bit, different, even though it's not a very unique sound in the context of the entire history of K-pop, it is something that is unique and different, and sets himself apart from in the context of K-pop history within the last year and a half, which is really, really good. The second thing that I really enjoyed about this song, which I did touch on it, because they introduced the song with that. It's my second comment during the music video after, I said that how great it felt to be back making reaction videos, was that they had a little bit of an old-ish, 80s kind of vibe to it, and it really did kind of remind me a lot of the soundtracks that you would hear in horror movies when the soundtracks are kind of made out of like synthesizer kind of stuff. So, I specifically referenced the original Ghostbusters movie, because that's a movie from that period in time that use that kind of music for their soundtrack that I'm really kind of familiar with, and it reminded me of that. Potentially could kind of remind you of, I guess, what other movies, which I just had one that popped into my head, and then I instantly forgot it. So a whole lot of good that did for me. But there's some horror movies that aren't like super scary slashers, blood and gore, people dying left and right, that are kind of set in a little bit of a spooky air theme and setting like this song and music video was, that uses music that's not necessarily supposed to be terrifying, but is supposed to kind of, I don't know, provide a little bit of a, I guess the best way to kind of describe it is, it kind of feels like these movies are sort of like Halloween, where everyone's like partying and it's a fun time, but in a movie format. So it could potentially be a really good sort of like Halloween movie or song or something like that. I don't really know, probably not really in actuality, but it kind of just reminds me of some of the lighthearted and fun Halloween spooky kind of movies. Got a little bit of that element in it, and I think that's really, really cool. It's definitely a little bit of an interesting twist to what they've been doing. So that's really, really good. So overall, super, I love this song. It's great. I think it's a really great next step for this group. They haven't dramatically changed up what they were doing from their debut song, in my opinion, but what they have done is which I think is really awesome, and something that I always look for and appreciate in a group, is when they make, you know, slight adjustments, if not huge adjustments to what they're doing. And, you know, in this one, they brought something that was a little bit different to their sound. They kind of gave it a little bit of a slight twist and made it a little bit interesting. And, you know, for that, I really, really do like it. I really, really enjoy it. So 2018, the first reaction video that I've made that I've recorded in 2018, we're off to a very, very good start with a really, really good song from Tracing. Ulfbaby's good. I'm gonna listen to it some more for sure, as I do with basically with everything that I possibly can, and that's gonna be all that I've got to say. So I'll turn it over to you guys now to share your thoughts and opinions on this song. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. The question of the day is what did the sound in this song, or the concept for this song and music video, remind you of? Because I just said it kind of reminded me of, you know, lighthearted horror movies. If you agree with that, or if you don't agree with that, you know, whatever it is that you think, put it down in the comments below, along with just your general thoughts and opinions on this song. Don't be afraid to share whatever it is that you think, even if you absolutely despise this song. It's because this community that I'm trying to build here is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, whether we agree or disagree. So if that's a community that you are interested in becoming a part of, then please do consider clicking on the subscribe button down below so you can stay updated with everything that we're going to be talking about in the future. So that's going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.